Hello, my name is Chris Williams, and I am a part of the HUM 1020 course, and this is my self-portrait of myself. The first piece I decided to talk about is a book called Bruiser. It's written by Neil Shusterman, and it came out April 30th, 2009. I feel like this book was very significant for me. Taking that I read it about 4 times in the span of 2 months. It was actually I loved the book. It's a nonfiction literature, and it's about a man or a boy named Brewster, and it's very passionate. He's a very passionate young man, and it's just I felt for him, and I felt like he was me. I couldn't really find any information on the writing process, so I'm not too sure how that came about. But it was my favorite book in high school, and I connected with all the main characters, and like I said, especially Brewster, who is who Bruiser, in air quotes, is. And I feel like the social angle for this is the body and mind. When I read the book, well, first off, reading books in itself is very peaceful to me, and it calms me and it soothes me, so I think that's part of my body and mind. But as far as the book goes, so the social angle in the book, I feel like when you read it and you connect with the characters themselves are embodying what it's like to think with your body and your mind. If that makes any sense. Sorry. The second thing I found was this piece called Black Art. I found it on this website called blackwomenart.com. I actually love the website. It's very cool for me to look at. The artist's name was Limona. I have no other information besides that. It was done August 18, 2014, and it's considered a 2-dimensional art, just a painting. And like Bruiser, I have no idea how this came about, how it was created. I couldn't find any information on it whatsoever because it came from a website, and she doesn't have, Limona, whoever he or she is, doesn't have a page themselves. So I connected with this mainly because I am an African American woman. I'm natural, and natural meaning I don't have relaxed hair. My hair is in its natural state, like puffy in an afro. So that's why I connected with this, on top of the fact that she has music in her head, like the records and the singing. I used to sing all the time, and I absolutely love any type of music. So I think that's where that came from for me. And of course, my race, I'm African American, my gender, I'm a woman, and my body and mind. Like it's peaceful for me to listen to music and to kind of embrace myself in it. And that's what I feel like this piece did for me. A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's actually really funny. This is probably the one piece that I have no idea why it represents me, but it does, It was written by William Shakespeare, and they don't really know the date. He didn't publish and say, here you go. So it was somewhere between 1590 and 1596, and it is a comedy. He has a couple of those. And like I said, no one knows when it was written or how it was created. So I, again, have no information on how it was created. I hope I don't get points off. I try to look, I promise. And so I connect with, the story is very humorous in itself. It's just a whole bunch of ironies and plot twists. Not really plot twists per se, but everything's funny because it's ironic. And I connect a lot with classics. So I know I had to read this for class. Like this and Othello, and of course Romeo and Juliet. But this play, for some reason, I loved it. This book, or play, whatever you want to call it. It was amazing. Also, I'm very humorous, and this play actually makes me laugh. While I was reading it, I was literally laughing in my room. It's really funny. And I kind of feel like this is history as a social angle, but also generational identity, because this watching this play in the 1600s, I'm sorry, was kind of like the thing to do, like sit and watch plays and stuff. This was a part of that generation. The generation just, that was their form of entertainment. The song is called "These Things Shall Never Die." I was in chorus all my life, so I'm gonna play a little bit of it. That's just a little snippet. I know you can't really understand the words, and that's okay. I'm about to tell you a little bit about it. So that's the sheet music, in case like I would get in trouble for just having the song. Go to it. It says, "The pure, the bright, the beautiful that stirred our hearts in youth. The impulses to wordless prayer, the streams of love and truth, the longing after something lost." Basically, this entire song has those kinds of statements, and then it just ends with, "These things shall never die." You know, like, and I found this beautiful when I had to sing it. It was created by Lee Dingler. The words are by Charles Dickens. It was written in 1993. Of course, it's music. I love music, and the text provides an inspiration for this excellent concert festival work. Like, that's what I found. That's how it was created. Charles Dickens originally wrote the words, and then Lee assembled the accompaniment and the chorus. But I loved singing the song, and I think it's extremely beautiful. Like, if anyone has time to like look at it, I feel like that's something to do. And it's body and mind, because like I'm very compassionate, and I love this song, and it kind of helps soothe my being, if that makes any sense. Last thing is a sculpture called Thinker Under Tree. Sorry. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I won't try, but his name is Daniel. And he made this in September 2nd, 2011, and it is a sculpture. And I read on the website, it says, he describes the sculptures as a reflection of a contemplation of new knowledge. I felt like, because I read books my entire high school career and middle school, I like, just for my own personal pleasure, I feel as though the weight of the books overwhelmed my mind in a way. Like, if I did nothing but read my books in high school and not my work, I'd get overwhelmed in the characters and what's going on in the books, and I was dangerously like very close to the characters in the books I read. Like Bruiser, like I read that book a lot, and so I feel like this again is a body of mine. Like, I get so connected, and so I feel so close to the characters, and so I feel like this sculpture really represented me, and the fact that I love reading books, but I'm not gonna stop it, you know. So that was me. And that completes my self-portrait of Chris Williams, and I really hope you enjoy it. I really hope you got to learn a lot about me. Thank you. Bye.